Langasm. Overcooked that one somewhat, didn't we? Boys and girls.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Those of you that watched my last one will know that I did a video about ski season essentials, but today is a kind of similar video but with a slight difference. It's going to be my 6 season gear essentials. So it's going to be the kind of things that you really do need to have with you before you head out on your ski season. Now this is so important, and this is probably the most important thing, which is why I did it as number 1, because when you're not in your uniform, you are going to be living in your ski jacket. So make sure you've got a jacket, firstly, that you really like. I've got a new jacket this year, just because I wanted a new one. Make sure it's got good waterproofing and good breathability, because obviously no one likes getting wet, and also no one likes getting sweaty. So make sure it's got 2 of those factors, and also make sure it has plenty of pockets, because obviously you'll have your lift pass, your phone, sun cream, money, etc. out with you, so you need to have plenty of pockets so that you're not really stuffing one pocket full of loads of stuff. And also, don't forget, you need salopettes as well, but I'm sure you'll all know that anyway. Now, again, this is probably quite an obvious one. You need things to wear underneath your ski jacket and your salopettes, and you need things that are going to keep you warm. First, make sure you've got a pair of thermal leggings, because they are so good. I wore these not only underneath my ski salopettes, but I also wore them under most of my clothes when it was cold, because sometimes when it's snowing and really cold, one layer on your legs just isn't enough. They were only like 12 quid from Sports Direct last year, so not bad at all. Make sure you get yourself a pair of these, and also thermal tops, just because they keep the warmth in a little bit better than normal tops, so make sure you get a few of those underneath your jacket. And then an extra layer is your fleeces. These are only a few of the things that I have as my thermals, but I just thought I'd just bring a selection down for you. So yeah, make sure you've got a few fleeces, because not only will you wear them underneath your ski gear, but you will probably also just wear them out and about anyway. So make sure you get a good few thermals to keep you warm. So we'll start with ski socks, just because they're in my hand. Make sure you get lots of pairs of these, because they go missing so easily. It's like the underwear situation. God knows how they go, but they do disappear. Obviously, you'll need a pair of ski gloves to go with your ski and snowboard gear. So make sure you have a pair of these that match your jackets, of course. I'm grey and purple this year, but also they'll keep you nice and warm, and you will not only wear them when you're out on the slopes, you will wear them on a day-to-day basis when it's really cold. So yeah, decent pair of ski gloves, but also I've got a pair of mitten gloves this year, because when in our job you use an iPad a lot, so you can't use them with gloves unless you get yourself a pair of those touch sensitive gloves, but they're really quite expensive, so I can't afford them. So I've got a pair of fingerless gloves that can also be turned into mittens, so I can tap away on my iPad but try and keep my fingers warm. And then lastly, on this section, you've got your hats. Hats do many things. Obviously the primary one is they keep you warm, but also if you wear them under your helmet when you're out on the slopes and you take your helmet off, having a lovely hat on hides the fact that you have helmet hair. Now, I learnt this the hard way. I went on my ski season last year with a pair of really cheap goggles, and very quickly learnt that they were just not going to hack it. So make sure you get yourself a decent pair of goggles. Don't spend loads on them, but spend a little bit more than you initially probably would have done, if that makes sense. They have many values to them. These you can see so well. With these, they read the slope perfectly. You can see all the bumps that are coming at you, whereas before I couldn't. So yeah, and also they look a bit better than when you wear sunglasses, because if you wear sunglasses and a helmet, you've got this gap here. It has a name, but I'm not going to say it. And when you get a suntan line across there and there, it's not the best thing ever. So yeah, and also they look cool, don't they? Let's face it, they look cool. They also stop snow from getting in, because again, if you're wearing sunglasses and you're going fast and it's snowing, snow can still get in and get in your eyes, which is really uncomfortable. Whereas if you're wearing these, it's completely sealed around, so you're nice and safe. And if you can get a pair like mine, they come with this, which is basically a little magnetic, if it'll attach, there you go, snood type thing, so that if it's really cold, you can protect your mouth and your nose from getting cold by putting this on. And yes, I know it makes me look a little bit like a ninja, but you know, better than getting cold. Now, you don't have to get yourself your own helmet. A lot of people I know didn't, but I just personally liked having my own helmet because it sounds a bit stupid, but I know every single bump and crash and bruise that this helmet has had, whereas with a higher helmet you don't know. Not saying that they're bad, they'll be perfectly safe and perfectly good helmets, but I like to know my helmet a bit better, and also you can pick the colour that you want it to be. So I had white stuff last year, so God knows why I did that. And it'll also fit you better because you can really spend a lot of time looking for the perfect fit for you. So yeah, get your own helmet. You know it better, you can pick the colour, win, win, win. Now, if you work for the company I work for, your uniform is black boots. So you need a pair, basically. I've got Caterpillar boots, but you can get Timberlands if you'd rather. Obviously they are quite expensive, but they are so worth it because you will live in these. You will absolutely live in them every single day. Spend that little bit more money to get yourself a decent pair of boots because it'll pay you back in the long run. These have done a whole season. They were 50 quid down from 100. Not too bad at all, really, but they're about to do another ski season, so it just shows that they do last, so it is well worth doing. But also, as well as my work boots, I like to have a pair of snow boots. These are new ones for this season because last year my boots broke. Rest in peace, boots, I loved you. But anyway, I got myself a new pair, yay! These are for when I'm not at work, so when I go out on nights out, when I'm walking up to get my skis, all that kind of thing. Make sure they've got a good tread on them, like these ones have, because you won't fall over as much. Well, you still will fall over, but, you know, decent footwear is so important if you want to stay warm and on your feet during the ski season. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's helped you somewhat to work out what kind of things you need to take with you. It's not long now, everyone's counting down the days until you go to your ski seasons. Have a fantastic time and thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click subscribe, which is either down underneath the video or if I've managed to get it working, up there somewhere. So yeah, make sure you click and subscribe so that you can get notifications when I upload other videos. But for now, thank you for watching.